Today I want to talk to you about the curses that Adam and Eve experienced, and thus the rest of us, after the fall in the garden, way back in Genesis. And we might be familiar with a couple of the curses, that Adam men would have to toil and work hard to get the crops and such, and that women would have, the lovely pain of childbirth as a beautiful curse. But there's this other little curse that we rarely pay any attention to, and I felt like God highlighted this for me years ago, and it was one of those aha light bulb moments. The curse is in Genesis 3:16, where it says to the women, "Your desire will be for your husband." That was listed as a curse placed on Eve, and therefore all women following in her footsteps. Let me read it again. Your desire will be for your husband. Again, a curse. Let me explain a little bit further. The original Hebrew word for desire, it means to run to stretch out after, to have a vehement desire for. Oh my, this explains so much, does it not? Think about, go way back to when you were maybe even a little girl. We have like this instinctive, neurotic, compulsive desire to be with daddy, to be with grandpa. We gravitate to the males in our life. And then you fast forward to about 10, 11, 12, and we're like, I want to find a boy. I must find myself a boy. It's like this just driving desire in us to secure a man's attention. Is it not? Do you remember that? And then you fast forward even more into your 20s and 30s, and you get a guy, and then he might be a complete jerk, but you're like hanging on for dear life because it's like this neurotic, compulsive, vehement desire for this man. This explains so much, doesn't it? And my point here is that when we have this knowledge about this curse, that's the beginning of understanding about how to, recognize it and maybe move against it and say, okay, I know this is a curse. I know that all women have this neurotic, instinctive desire to get a man and hang on to him no matter what, even if he's a complete jerk, even if he's sitting against you, even if he's like the worst boyfriend ever, you just hang on for dear life. And maybe this is the beginning of understanding and stepping back with God and saying, okay, but is this relationship healthy? If I haven't married this guy yet, is this relationship healthy? Is this the man you have for me? Is this even a good guy? And even if you are married, recognizing that, you can set boundaries. If this man is way out of line, you can set boundaries. And even if he were to leave you, you will be okay because you still have the Lord as your number one man, and he will never leave you nor forsake you. Just something to ponder today about this little curse in Genesis 3:16.